Nobody not selling out. We talking facts. Facts we dealing with. Nobody not selling out. We talking facts. I been to Guyana, man. I have to go back. The way how the country looking, man, they left me shocked. Who's ever in charge? Them put we on the map. The men them look healthy. The girls them look hot. I went to a meeting. I don't know if chicken curry. Them Guyanese eating, man. The government working. 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 This one's for them haters. For them haters. Who attacking Guyana? Guyana, show them your little finger. Little finger, show them your little finger. Little finger, show them the 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 little finger. The government working. 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 Don't mix me with politics. I hear the Guyanese critics. I just want the country fixed. Man, I come for some kicks. Can leave the bumper fake. We call it a camera trick. And if you rest it to me, I still give it some licks. The government working. 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 The government. This is for the hater. For the hater. This is for the hater. We're running down Guyana. For the hater. For the hater. Show them little finger. Show them your little finger. Little finger. Show them your little finger. Little finger. Show them the little finger. Government working. The 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 government working. Now don't mix me. Don't mix me. Don't mix me. The government working. I don't do politics. Just get jacket, right? Get jacket. Working.
Oh yes. A lot of you gon' vex, but I tell you, sometimes you just got to listen. There's a child in every home and every community. They will grow up to be symbols of unity. They'll be colorblind to race and ethnicity. That's the vision of a leader like President Irfan Ali. I'm talking about the one Guyana where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana to grow up in a land united and free with equality and blessed with prosperity. For too long we've been fighting one another. It's race against race, but in the end the country suffer. Oh, we were born here, not in India nor Africa. But if we can't get along, the foreigners gon' eat we suffer. We must put an end to racism. Let it end now with this generation. Together we'll develop this nation. Make Guyana the gem of the Caribbean. Don't listen to them wicked politicians who will divide us to win an election. Believe it or not, Guyanese no smarter than that. Yeah, I told you, it's your boy Padmore. Unity is the key. We are all one and we should be treated as one. ancestors were slaves and laborers, but the life they endured made it better for us. We honor their sacrifice and the freedom they bought for we. But some descendants of slaves use that to fuel the rich. It doesn't matter what's your skin color, when we bleed blood it's red the same. Let's respect and love one another. When a brother cry we must feel the pain. We're Portuguese, African and Indian. We're Chinese mix up, we're Amerindians. We're all Guyanese. Let's end this segregation. I'm appealing to Guyanese in the diaspora. We welcome you home. We've got a lot to offer. It's not the same place that you run away from. Come see the paradise Guyana has now become. I'm talking about the one Guyana where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana to grow up in a land united and free, with equality and blessed with prosperity. It's a message I just want you to understand. Stop and think for a minute. Really think for a minute. If we can't fix the present, then we should work on the future.
Every day with me,
5 a.m. digital going global.
Alex.
Praise no one but him, so why should I? No put faith in a man, just look to the east and he'll Shaddai. But faith without work is dead, so me never stop working yet. All those struggle is real, still I hold it out stronger than steel. Dog man milk for this the high firm. Muscle every day so paper must earn. No faith in a God, so soon I my turn. When me pray for my way, me not make it wrong turn. Yeah, enough of them want me fall, but him not left my side. So I punch my card. Now them gonna take my life. Just I don't praise no one but him, so why should I? No put faith in a man, just look to the east and he'll Shaddai. But faith without work is dead, so me never stop working yet. All those struggle is real, still I hold it out stronger than steel. So you better don't try give up, none to life is a long road, sometimes you must fall. But that's not the time for you to sit down and ball. When everything else fail, find a Jamaica. No phone, I wish life could have restart. You get the next stripe on a different path, but you feel grateful for anything we you want. Don't let you knock off flow by the mercy of God, yeah, yeah. Just I don't praise no one but him, so why should I? No put faith in a man, just look to the east and he'll Shaddai. But faith without work is dead, so me never stop working yet. All those struggle is real, still I hold it out stronger than steel, yeah, yeah. Just I don't praise no man but him, so why should I?
Alex.
Don't panic, cause every day's another episode. Let's do it all, we have to hold on. Face your fears and fight no matter how long. Solid, chatting with the heavy load. Don't panic, cause every day's another episode. Let's do it all, we have to hold on. Face your fears and fight no matter how long. The fight only finished with the weak ones. So when watch how you respond. Dark face, your fears, fight your demons. Can't be firm, fi go to a tribulation. He is a heavy load, still a chatana. Have a legacy fi build, so me fi carry on. And the dark days pray fi go to the storm. Now give up none time, cause that's not me born. Solid, Johnny with every load. Don't panic, cause every day's another episode. And to be all, we have to own on. Face your fears and fight no matter how long. Solid, Johnny with every load. Don't panic, cause every day's another episode. And to be all, we have to own on. Face your fears and fight no matter how long.
Solid, me solid, just like a rock. Spiritually we fight a lot. They trap them, said Jah cancel that. You just can't stop me, not try do that. Got to be careful of negligence. Move wise, use up your intelligence. Guard of honor like the presidents. Progress and its evidence. Me no care how much time they want turn me down. Things say me woulda tumble down. Chant to me ancestors speak Congo drum. That's why me know me have to overcome. Stand firm and not lean for no one. You can set up your own program. Have the whole world a sing out your slogan. No time in a slow down. Plus, we
solid, Johnny with every load. Don't panic, cause every day's another episode. And to be all, we have to hold on. Face your fears and fight no matter how long. Solid, Johnny with every load. Don't panic, cause every day's another episode. And to be all, we have to hold on. Face your fears and fight no matter how long.
Guys, we're about to get started shortly. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Livewire. I just want to play this song one more time. Just listen to the words. Any song that you hear me play or listen to, it speaks to me in relation to something or the other. This is Stay and Natural Black, two Guyanese artists. And this is one of the songs that gets me motivated and going on a morning. So one more time out of Timeless Music, Solid by Stay and Natural Black.
There's another episode. And to be all, we have to hold on. Face your fears and fight no matter how long. Solid, chatty with every load. Don't panic, cause every day's another episode. And to be all, we have to hold on. Face your fears and fight no matter how long. The fight only finish with the weak ones. So when Jah call you, watch how you respond. Dark face your fears, fight your demons. Can't be firm, fi go to a tribulation. He is a heavy load, still a chatana. Have a legacy fi build, so me fi carry on. And the dark days pray fi go to the storm. Now give up none time, cause that's not me born. Solid, Johnny with every load. Don't panic, cause every day's another episode. And to be all, we have to hold on. Face your fears and fight no matter how long. Solid, Johnny with every load. Don't panic, cause every day's another episode. And to be all, we have to hold on. Face your fears and fight no matter how long.
solid, me solid, just like a rock. Spiritually we fight a lot. They trap them, said Jah cancel that. You just can't stop me, not try do that. Got to be careful of negligence. Move wise, use up your intelligence. Guard of honor like the presidents. Progress and its evidence. Me no care how much time they want turn me down. Things say me woulda tumble down. Chant to me ancestors speak Congo drum. That's why me know me have to overcome. Stand firm and not lean for no one. You can set up your own program. Have the whole world a sing out your slogan. No time in a slow down. Plus, we
solid, Johnny with every load. Don't panic, cause every day's another episode. And through it all, we have to hold on. Face your fears and fight no matter how long. Solid, God be there below. Don't panic, cause every day's another episode. And through it all, we have to hold on. Face your fears and fight no matter how long.
Good morning to you again, and welcome to another episode of Livewire with yours truly. It is the 4th of 2025, and we're 4 months in already. 2 months more, and half the year is over. What have you been doing to upgrade yourself, better yourself, advance yourself, progress, benefit in whatever way, shape, or form, whether you're here, whether you're abroad, whatever region you're in? Let's work on not procrastinating and getting things done for the greater good of the country, for ourselves, for our families, and those that we care about. Morning to all the persons joining us across the diaspora. Morning to the persons joining us across the 10 administrative regions. Special good morning to the persons in the comment section. I was putting up some of the morning comments there because some people tell me I'm making up these names, these people on this live, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Ganesh Barak, morning to you. Vishnu Chintaman, Lenny Lachman, morning to you. Riaz Ali, Paula Spencer, good morning. Oswin Riketa, Oswin, morning to you. Jamila Kayu, morning to you. Chris, good morning. Eunice Ragubir, it seems like you're back in Canada. So welcome home. Welcome back. Morning to Rita, morning to Polly. Nadi, morning to you. Deshaun Abrams, Pam, morning to you and Trevor. Mohammed Isaf, good morning to you. Shakila Bridgelal, good morning. Richard Stanislas, morning to you. Pasad Patti, good morning to you. Roger Fong and King Emperor in Canada, good morning to you guys. Hope everybody's doing well. Ion Bipak joining us from Barbados. Mazo Inshan Raj Singh, morning to you. Moon and Shine Moti Dial, morning to you. Morning to you. Dial Sukram, good morning to you. Sunita Pusa, I gotta get these glasses. Definitely. I'm getting old and my vision going. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It's getting harder and harder to see these. No, I think I minimize this thing a bit. It's getting harder. Okay, no, I had minimized. But I still need these glasses. Joan Abidjan, morning to you. Annette Williams, morning. Guys, as you come in, please share the live so that we could get the widest viewership possible and we could get the message out there. Today I am too sure how it's going to go. It mightn't be a good look. Couple of things really frustrate me. I got my own personal stuff going on. I'm sorry about the rebroadcast yesterday. We were trying to set up some new equipment. That didn't go as well as I was hoping it would go. As you would have noticed with the broadcast of the General Secretary's press conference, we were trying to do a multi-camera outdoor live stream. But I don't know whether it was too much people on the internet or the device in the software couldn't handle it or what it was, but we can try again and hopefully things work out. But we're growing slowly but surely, right? Joseph Sitar, morning to you. Corinne Declou, Narayan Singh, morning to you. Who else we got here? Anita Ramnarayan Sibaran, morning to you. Ann Hill, morning to you. Totaram Mohabir, morning to you. Ronald Jones, morning to you, brother. Gayatri Baldio, morning to you. Andrea Matthews, Rosemary Lira, morning to you. Faisal Ghani, Padma Balwant, morning. Donna Alfonso, Ajay Chatterpal joining us from region number 7. Sean Duggan joining us from region number 10. Where the minister Jill was up there the other day checking on road works and stuff like that. Is the region 10 has moved ahead by leaps and bounds from 2020 to now. And I challenge anybody to go and check. Y'all, listen, let me give you a heads up right now. If you're going to Linden right now, please expect the highway to be in some sort of confusion. It is being resurfaced from the up and down, the up and down that it was, right? And it has to, we got to break eggs to make a cake or an omelet. We got to break up some eggs. So please don't complain about the highway. It is being fixed. This is not how it is going to be left. So please, right? Hannah, Andrew, morning to you. Carla Daniels, late as always late. I don't know what to say. Anyway, let's get into it this morning, guys. We live, share the live. For you persons looking at us on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. For the persons looking at us on Livewire News, please follow the page. Follow us on whatever platform you're seeing us on. Right? Great. So the first thing I want to touch on is Afro-Guyanese gravitating to, supporting, or opting to join the People's Progressive Party Civic. And they are often ridiculed or categorized as house slaves, in some cases slave catchers. No, but those are the Indo-Guyanese who operate friendly with anyway. House slave soup, drink a slave catcher. House slave soup, drink a slave catcher. House. I can't remember the rest. Yeah, I'll put it in the comments the rest these rest of things that Afro-Guyanese are usually labeled as when they gravitate to the PPP. Now, this photo here that I'm going to show you is on the third floor at Freedom House, right? And it's a photo with the General Secretary and other PPP members, along with several Afro-Guyanese, right? And these Afro-Guyanese hailed from the community of Melanie North and Beirut. These Afro-Guyanese had an engagement with the General Secretary, Dr. Barajadio, right, on various matters in relation to community development and, in some cases, regularization. And the General Secretary assured them of speedy interventions and the fact that over $1 billion or just about $1 billion will be spent on road works in these communities. He would have also committed to have the minister within the Ministry of Public Works visit that community today to have a walkabout and meet with residents and to have a ground level understanding of the concerns and the issues they have that they would like to, or I should say, issues in the community that they would like to see fixed, probably suggestions to the government on governance or whatever it is. And this is the kind of interaction that Afro-Guyanese are having with the PPP that is causing them to want to gravitate to the PPP more, right? Not the narrative put forward by the opposition. So this morning, I wanted for us to discuss a little bit the truth about these people that you see standing up on the screen here, Afro-Guyanese, about the truth about Afro-Guyanese support for the PPP. Now, please, don't be mistaken, don't be led astray, or don't misunderstand. Afro-Guyanese are joining, supporting, and associating themselves with the PPP in large numbers, right? The People's Progressive Party is witnessing a historic shift as more Afro-Guyanese engage with support. This is evident at Freedom House, where at one time Afro-Guyanese were scared to go there. Now, They're actively seeking support, engaging with ministers, and benefiting from government policies. The narrative that Afro-Guyanese are being targeted by the PPP is a blatant lie. The reality is they're gravitating towards the party because of inclusive governance and opportunities. Having a say in how the country is run and being availed to opportunities to either upgrade themselves intellectually, economically, housing, whatever you want to look at it. And again, why are Afro-Guyanese turning to the PPP? Economic empowerment. The PPP government has launched hundreds of initiatives to directly uplift Afro-Guyanese communities, from job creation to small business funding. Land and housing opportunities. Thousands of Afro-Guyanese families are receiving lands and housing assistance, ensuring home ownership and stability. We could look at education and training as well. The government is providing scholarships, technical training, upskilling programs, helping young Afro-Guyanese secure better futures. Now, the lies that the opposition have peddled over the years, and they're still doing right now, are being rejected. Now, people like Rickford Burke and others in the APNU, PNC, AFC, WP have been peddling lies that the PPP are targeting Guyanese, or Afro-Guyanese, I should say. You often hear about this list of, well, one time 1,400, then it got to, I think, 15, and then it was 2,000 and of Afro-Guyanese that were killed by the PPP. I played a video here of James Bond debunking that on a live with Rickford Burke. Right? They just came out of office 2020. Well, voted out of office, I should have said, because they didn't leave willingly. They had to get voted out, then they had to get physically said, well, hey, you go so, pedal, jump on your bike and pedal. Right? These stories during that period were never corroborated. So we had no COI into this Afro-Guyanese being killed, extrajudicial killings, an allegation. They look at the allegations they make against allegations about Courtney Cummings murder. They didn't take back Prado, but nothing. Prado will even got nothing to do with this, but nothing, literally nothing. All the allegations made in relation to marginalization, discrimination, and probably wherever else you want to use, that happened against Afro-Guyanese whilst the opposition was in, the PNC was in opposition. They did not prove or do anything in relation to for Afro-Guyanese. So again, this rumor that these Afro-Guyanese or Afro-Guyanese in general are being targeted is complete lies. But the reality on the ground tells a different story. The fact that Afro-Guyanese are turning up in large numbers at the PPPC offices and events shows they feel included and supported. Case in point, Babu Jan. Right? So this would have made 2 years since I have actually gone to Babu Jan for the activity. I went, was it last year? Yeah, last year. I think I went last year. And I was surprised to see the amount of Afro-Guyanese there. But this year, when I was, I said, what? If you see, look, listen, I have several persons who are active members of the PPP on my contact list on WhatsApp. And when I saw the photos they posted in the caption, some of them said, Chedi and Janet smiling in their graves right now to see this ethnic mix. And it was a photo of all the races, not just a spot here and there like you would see in a PNC photo. Predominantly dark, and then you can see a little curry here and there. You might see a 1 and 2 cassava bread, no Chinese food, no Portuguese food really. You understand what I'm trying to show you? The photo was a healthy mix of what you can call Guyana, what makes up Guyana, right? So if the PPP were targeting Afro-Guyanese, why are they coming to Freedom House for assistance and opportunities? Why are they going to Babu Jan to celebrate the life of the founding leader and his wife, two former presidents of the country, PPP presidents of the country? I say this to you this morning without fear, favor, affliction, or ill will. The PPPC is the only truly multi-ethnic party in Guyana. And we've seen this proven on many occasions. Now, the PNC APNU has historically thrived on racial division, using fear tactics to keep Afro-Guyanese in political captivity. Meanwhile, the PPPC has always been a mass-based, multi-ethnic party that includes and uplifts all Guyanese regardless of their race. So you would think, based on what you hear from the opposition, that nothing is happening in opposition strongholds. And I'll play a video just now for you to show you how disingenuous, beer face. Oh God, I just want to cuss Aubrey Norton so bad. I can't stand this man. I can't stand it. I can't listen to it. I don't like how he's look. I don't like how he's talk. I don't like how I don't like Aubrey Norton. I do not like this gentleman. And mind you, I can interact with other PNC people. But this guy, back to the topic at hand. Now, President Ali's leadership has strengthened this inclusivity and ensuring that every community benefits from development. Now, I want us to look at economic empowerment versus fear-mongering. If lifting people out of poverty, giving them access to land, jobs, and education is called targeting, then the PPP is guilty of empowering Afro-Guyanese. The PNC APNU offers nothing but empty rhetoric. They can't tell you of a housing scheme that they built, right? They can't tell you of mass job creation that they were instrumental in this country, in any region. The Bertram Collins College of Foolishness was not an academic accomplishment on the record of this nation, for the people in this nation. Having a law school that wouldn't have been accredited is nothing to shout about. And that is the track record of the APNU, PNC, AFC, WPA. It's a bunch of them, man. I got to find a phrase just so you could blanket everybody. Worries. Good word, worries. You understand? Empty rhetoric. While the PPP delivers real change and development. So whilst you want to say up and a down, at least you have something to go up and a down on. And I dare say to all the persons complaining about, oh, the road wavy and this stuff, what do we have to compare it to if we look back over the similar time frame during the last administration? Major highway, brand new, not a rehabilitation, a recap or nothing. Brand new highway, opening up lands for commercial, residential use, all that stuff. What do we have that highway? What do we have to compare it to? What highway y'all build that we could say, let's look at the Heroes Highway, this 4-lane highway connecting the East Coast to all the way to Tamari. Let us look at something similar, 4-lane, probably not as long, probably not as much roundabouts, but that we can compare to under the coalition administration. That's smooth. No. Not even smooth. Let me up and down, just like the Hero Highway that you're complaining about. Show me a highway that is bouncy, just like the Hero Highway, built by the coalition, that benefiting thousands of Guyanese daily. Please. If I say go wait, the show ain't gonna done. Because we get the hay till the end of the time. Because there's nothing. There is nothing to compare it to. And that is what I want to remind people. There's nothing to compare it to. I'm challenging anyone to these Afro Guyanese that you're seeing here from Melanie, Norton, Beirut. Right? I'm challenging anyone to either find me a photo or to get in contact with them and have them confirm that they were able to meet with high-level government officials like this one during that period to bring change to Beirut. Let's ask them, 2050 to 2020, what happened in Beirut? What happened in Melanie North? What happened in development? Talk to us. You understand? And mind you, me chastising these people. I am just showing you how the Afro Guyanese Party that just come out of government did nothing for the Afro Guyanese people that they are currently championing the rights for. BS. You understand? It's a set of Lar, Maria, and Arch. That's the delivery we get from them. That's the kind of delivery we get. Now, I want y'all to understand that Afro Guyanese are choosing progress over propaganda. No amount of misinformation can change the fact that Afro Guyanese are seeing tangible benefits from the PPPC government. No amount. Listen, Sharad could have 10,000 persons on his live every night. Right? Melly Melka got 100,000 people on she live every night. The reality is, Afro Guyanese are benefiting much more than they benefited then. Even if they get one contract in 5 years. Even if they get one contract in 5 years. I am saying to you that the Afro Guyanese can't tell you about one contract, 2050 to 2020, that they get. They name it in the system. You understand what I'm trying to show you? Even if it's one contract, let me go low, because the low. Remember, according to APNU, PNC, Afro Guyanese is the lowest point. They can't get nothing of substance. When I have said here, and call Afro Guyanese on this show who get contracts over $100 million, despite what you hear from them. So let me go low. Even if the Afro Guyanese got one gutter contract in the 5 years of this PPPC government, it is more than he got in the 5 years of the Afro Guyanese government. Right? Yeah, you understand where I'm coming from? It is still more. Because half of these new contractors, you see, had no opportunities to get into the system under the coalition government. Made no effort to make it easier for them. None whatsoever. The whole implementation of using concrete roads in communities, it was for the small contractor to get involved. You think a small contractor could afford a paver? You know how much a paver? You know how much one of them trucks that has got to fetch the asphalt from the batching plant till wherever it is to get to your road. And then y'all ain't serious, some of y'all ain't serious. You understand? So no amount of misinformation can change how Afro-Guyanese have benefited and the tangible efforts of this government in terms of empowering them. So whilst the PNC, APNU, AFC, WPA, whoever else, ALP, wherever else the commas try to divide the nation, the PVPC continues to work for all Guyanese, regardless of ethnicity. The shift in support is not because of propaganda, it's because of the PVPC's ability to deliver real results. At the end of the day, Afro-Guyanese are not being targeted by the PPPC. They are embraced by the party because it provides, or I should say, they embrace the party because it provides opportunities, jobs, housing, and economic empowerment. The APNU, PNCs, WPA, EFC, the lies that they tell are falling apart as more and more Afro-Guyanese choose progress, unity, and development over division and nothingness, emptiness of people like Nigel Hughes. Absolutely annoying. Now let me go to this video here that I wanted to share with you. And this here is to highlight the hypocrisy of some people. And that is why I said to you earlier, I absolutely don't like Aubrey Norton. I absolutely don't like this man because I think he's a very foolish leader. The things he says, the things he does, his arrogance.
Aubrey Norton, leader of the opposition People's National Congress.
Aubrey Norton. So they brought in an English guy. Now hear this BS. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Took me to the Sophia neighborhood, one of his party's strongholds.
The white man said Aubrey Norton took him to Sophia, one of his party strongholds. Jesus Christ, people, they in Ayfield. You hear what telling y'all they in Ayfield? This is less than 5 minutes walk away from Congress Place. And could you imagine, this is why I get upset. Could you imagine 5 minutes away from Congress Place and they were so far from development 2050 to 2020. You hear me? They were so far from development and the stronghold, the people who claim that this is the stronghold, this is their area. That's the condition it's in. Mind you, before I continue, just let me make you aware. Pre-2015, the Ministry of Housing and Water, the Central Housing and Planning Authority, came into these areas to regularize people. Not regularize, because they can't get regularized there. They're on a dam. Those are squatters there, right? Come in this area, they tag the houses, allot these people house lots in established housing schemes. You know, when so many people move out, other people go and move into the dam on the structure there. So you just think about it. Central Housing and Planning Authority think, well, okay, we got 1,000 people living on this dam. We relocate 1,000 people off the dam and put them into house lot. This dam go free and clear, no problem. A week later, when Central Housing come back, another 1,000 or 500 people move into the structures that left behind here. That's just to give you an understanding of what the housing ministry is dealing with. So don't feel that these people that Aubrey Norton standing in front and pretending like, oh, they're in poverty. Look at them, oh God. Listen, it's like a halfway house there on the dam. People transitioning out. So as you think they're better, they move or somebody else moving. You understand me? I don't know what, if I was the housing minister, I wouldn't know what to do neither. Because it's like you do, you fix, and you come back, you got to face the same problem again. But listen to the video here. I just wanted to give y'all some context before the video instead of after, because usually context after might work out. You might ask the wrong questions and get in trouble. But giving you context before the video of the situation there in Sophia and giving you a proximity for the persons outside of Guyana to understand where this area is. That sign you're seeing over the shop is the GPL, the side gate to the GPL power facility that they have there. Congress Place is right there. Right there. And they, PNC, didn't do nothing till all the foolishness that Aubrey, fix all the foolishness that Aubrey Norton talking here. Y'all listen to this foolishness. Listen.
Argued that the government has not produced any policies or programs to deal with poverty.
Wretch. Y'all tag him. I said he's a wretch. No, before we continue, I am talking about Sophia. Y'all just hear Aubrey Norton say, let's play it again.
Have argued that the government has not produced any policies or programs to deal with poverty.
You hear what Aubrey Norton said, right? Look at this here. And that is why I say to my viewers, y'all just take some time and just Google the foolishness. Google the foolishness that's come out of these people's mouth. Right? This here is from 2020 forward. Or I should say from when President Ali was sworn in to today's date. We're not going to cover everything. Right? August 20th, 2024. Block making community project launched in Beefview, Sophia. August 12th, 2024. Sophia youths benefit from summer camp to develop courtesy skills. What's this? August 7th, 2024. Small contractors gain new skills, advanced knowledge from road construction in Sophia. This is January 20th, 2024. 20 Sophia residents undergo technical training through BIT. June 12th, 2024. No, sorry, not January. That's January 20th, the 20 Sophia residents this year. June 12th, 2024. North Sophia Multi-Purpose Center to be fully accessible by the end of June. That was the minister within the Ministry of Local Government Regional Development, Anand Prasad. This is where June 10th, 2024, government plans development works for North Sophia. April 17, 2024, over 1 billion in projects to be undertaken in Sophia, Georgetown. And if I go into this article, you will see, which I don't want to, you will see it's contractors from Sophia they're using. I want to lose this page on, right? March 5th, 2024, Sophia residents received chicken to boost poultry rearing. Poultry rearing for who? For who, Aubrey Norton? For the PNC or for the self? Is that helping to alleviate poverty, wretch? Or you don't know what alleviating poverty is, so you can't understand how to rise people out of poverty. This banner does annoy me. I swear to y'all. Let us move on. Right? October 8th, 2023. North Sophia CDC secures 4.2 million contract to construct for the construction of community center fence. CDC in North Sophia. So it got to be people in Sophia benefiting because only people in Sophia could be on the CDC. Aubrey Norton. If you don't know what the government doing to alleviate poverty, this idiot. Let me go to the next page. Let's go to page 2. And that's why I tell people, y'all don't sleep on DPI, you know. If you hear something that you don't know or you think sound weird or whatever, or somebody tell you something in relation to the government, you could go here and get the information. You just go to Google and you just type DPI. You're going to put .com, nothing is going to pop up. Click, you go and check. They got a search bar. If you want to know about Linden, you go and you type Linden Region 10 and every single article in relation to Linden Region 10 will be available to you. You want to know about Region 2? Same thing. Region 8, Region 1. You want to know about the president? You want to know about Minister Susan? You want to know about Minister Crowell? You want to know about Minister Hamilton? whoever, the president, all the information is there. Let's go down again, because they can say, man, is last year and it was election year, so they ramp up things this Sophia. September 17, 2023, over 70 Sophia residents graduate from BIT training. August 29, 2023, no, this is something else. This is Sophia Point, there's something else. This is the National Two-Show Secretariat built at the Sophia Exhibition Center, right? What's this here? Okay. August 16, 2023. Keys to keys to two-bedroom core home handed over to Great Diamond Sophia families. Empowerment, right? This is when July 30th, 2023, Sophia residents encouraged to capitalize on Village Day and job fair. I never hear about them thing happening in Sophia under the coalition's tenure. July 1st, 2023, 30 community roads to be rehabilitated in Sophia. May 31st, 2023, Sophia celebrates as 13 residents settle into their new homes. Was there children awarded prizes for the kite making thing in Sophia? April 5th, 2023, some 200 children benefit from government kite making. Right, let me see. March 20th, 2023, 109 Sophia residents benefit from technical training through BIT. Mind you, free training, free gear, plus stipend. Is that not empowerment? Is that not aim to take people out of poverty? Aubrey? Aubrey, I'm asking.
Is high, and even though we recommended measures to deal with the high cost of living, the government has not taken action on high cost of living or poverty. What you have,
you hear this, by? I want to know why the white man, the producer of this documentary, why this gentleman did not ask Aubrey Norton, tell us about your policy for poverty alleviation. Given that your administration just came out of office, are you saying that this poverty appeared in 5 years' time? These people get poor in 5 years' time? That's what you're saying to me, Mr. Norton. Is that what you're saying? What nonsense is this?
is oil resources that we describe as going to the elite, their family, their friends, and the favorite.
This is the elite Aubrey Norton talking about. That's the elite. That's the elite Aubrey Norton talking about. Aubrey Norton talking about Kevin Kite from Sophia. That's the elite. He talking about Kimberly Jones, Collis Hall, and all of them who get road to billing in Linden, who is regular people, bus driver, crane operator, accounts clerk. Those are the elites. Those are the elites. The people who live in Albistock that build them roads in Albistock, those are the elites. Those are the elites. I know what? I call in people name who I know get thing. Those are the elites, regular people. Those are the elites. And mind you, road contract is now 1.5. That means thing is millions of that, $10 million now. Those are the elites that are benefiting. But mind you, in their tenure, we didn't have smart people like this. They didn't have smart people like them names like they didn't have boat operator who turn big contractor now. Who run that boat operator who used to fetching there people out the bush. Those their main source of income. No, them is big time contractor. Those are the elites we talking about. Those are the elites.
If we look at the shacks, the squatter cabins behind you right now, it is obvious there are many people in this country living without proper sanitation, clean water, and this in a country where very soon...
Imagine. Oh God, that's one cause up. I ain't even get to the rest of the thing I got to talk about this morning yet. Listen to this, right? Listen to this.
Obvious there are many people in this country, shacks, the squatter cabins behind you right now. It is
these people is make us one cause. Look at new housing scheme we got across this country. Jesus Christ. Right where they are, y'all, please listen to me carefully. Right where they are in Sophia. This is Afield, Sophia. Just at the back, they got low income, middle income houses that the government building a new housing scheme. Jesus Christ. Aubrey Norton is a despicable, evil man. You know how many Afro Guyanese and Sophia people living in the back there now? Them upstairs, the upstairs house with the empty downstairs, and they got the bungalows in there. Torkine, you feel Jesus by these people in easy. These people in Aubrey Norton very well and know they have a new housing scheme right in this area. And this man could got this producer or this host asking him foolishness on this show. I don't even know what documentary this is. I don't even know what documentary this is or who this man is. Look.
It's obvious there are many people in this country living with...
But it's obvious. Look at the housing schemes around this country. Who sent them people to live there?
Without proper sanitation, clean water.
But proper sanitation and clean water. Now, people, you see all these white things here. I don't know if it's GWI connected them or they connected GWI, but there is a friggin' connection. There is a connection. These people got internet, electricity, everything running there. Some of them dig their own septic tanks, so they got flushing toilets. What is this guy talking about?
Living without proper sanitation, clean water, and this in a country where very soon the...
Look at the pipes running across the trench. What the pipe there for? Imagine these big people, these two big men stand up there. Them people plant coconut tree. You understand? Look at the house in the back, paint up and thing nice. That's the kind of sufferation Mr. BBC, who does go all around the world and see real poverty talking about. Look, the pipeline run the way mean they ain't got clean water and sanity. What? Let me go. Let me end.
National income per capita is going to be an extraordinary
Wait, this is the man that the president had to flap up the other day. This is the guy when the president was talking about reparations that he had to bump the other day. It gotta be he, man. It gotta be he. This stupidity seems familiar.
$60,000 a year. So the inequality is going to get more and more obvious. How close to a dangerous level of anger and instability is that going to take Guyana?
Now listen to this. Listen to this person. Oh, geez. I gotta get like a... Obama had somebody to Anyway, could you imagine he asking Aubrey Norton, you can't tell me that this man didn't do his research. You asking Aubrey Norton how close to anger, instability this can get, knowing fully this party is the party that's promote protesting but not protesting, violence and inappropriate behavior during these election periods or when they can't get what they want. This wretch come to Guyana to stoke fire. He come here to find out, and that's what these people like, When these third world and developing countries got infighting and burning up and broken down and everything, whilst they got stability where he did. Asking Aubrey Norton foolishness. What anger and instability you talking about? Them people who living on the dam, they're living quite comfortably. Whilst it may not be their ideal situation, quite comfortably to live in. Them people on the dam just collect $100,000 each. Adults in there. What bunkum you asking people? Everybody on the dam collect 100,000. What upset about?
The problem is poverty is affecting all ethnic groups. And so it is dangerous. But it also has the potential to unite if it is dealt with properly. If one accepts that the lower class in this society is not getting a good deal, and we carve policies and programs and projects.
Could you tell us any policy plan or project the last administration carved for these people in Sophia? Could you give us an example of any plans, policies, and projects that the coalition administration crafted to alleviate these people out of poverty? More so, Mr. Norton, you despicable creature. Could you say what is your future plan to alleviate these people out of poverty? What's your plan to clear the dam? What's your plan to clear the dam? Get the people off the dam. Put them in homes where they could live. What is your plan? Rent to own? Rent to own, Aubrey? Look, I done with this. I got other stuff to deal with. No, the minister within the office of the Prime Minister, the Honorable Kwame McCoy, would have rebutted in a press statement sentiments put out by the GHRA in relation to statements made by the General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party and Vice President of Guyana, Dr. Bar Jagdeo, right? Now, he made it clear, the minister, that the GHRA's statement is a desperate political smear attempt. Now, the GHRA's baseless accusations are a calculated political stunt, not an objective critique. This is not an honest human rights concern. It's a politically engineered attack against the PPP. The minister alluded to in his statement. Now, their attempts to twist what Dr. Jagdeo's words exposes their real agenda, shielding the opposition while attacking the government. Right? Now, Dr. Jagdeo exposed the political activists masquerading as civil society. The General Secretary did not target civil society as a whole. He called out specific actors who have abandoned objectivity in favor of partisan propaganda. NGOs that genuinely serve the people continue to receive full support from the PPP. But those with hidden political motives deserve to be exposed. You only hear from the GHRA and Red Thread when the opposition is up in arms about something they feel the PPP shouldn't do or the PPP doing too much of or something. That's the only time you hear from GHRA and Red Thread. They have numerous issues, human rights issues that these people don't comment on. You hear nothing from them. Now, GHRA and other so-called NGOs are nothing more than opposition mouthpieces. The GHRA's long-standing ties to the PNC, WP, and the AP and UAFC makes it naturally a farce. Right? Red Thread was born out of the WPA. The Guyana Press Association is under opposition influence. Could you imagine? And again, I still don't know which media house. If y'all know the name, I'm going to call this girl. I'm glad that I was able to restrain myself. Oh God, the Zebra Ragu beer. Which media house you working with? When last we see a report from the Zebra, somebody send me a link. Please. Please. You understand? The Guyana Press Association complains about certain press operatives and the struggles they're involved in, but conveniently ignores other operatives. So if you are a press person that is sympathetic to the opposition, you don't ask them no hard questions, you don't follow up nothing, soon as anything happens with you, the press association out in your favor. But if you are able to ask the hard questions to the opposition, Mr. Norton, where are the SOPs? Mr. Hughes, why didn't you look for a lease, a valid lease, before you paid for this property? Mr. Hughes, what do you think about your wife as a former minister giving receiving contracts from the ministry that she's the head of? Mr. Hughes, what do you think about Sherrod Duncan and the $5 million? Mr. Norton, didn't Basil Williams said the elections was good, free, and fair? You understand? Once you're willing to ask those questions, you get no representation from the Press Association. Look at the last elections in the Press Association. There was almost like the rigging attempt of 2020. Only thing the Press Association get through. You understand? The last election of the Guyana Press Association was craziness all over. The new members in the media couldn't even join. I'm working at NCN since 2010. Since 2010. Working in the media. Announcer, producer, reporter, floor manager. Different aspects of media work. I can't get any Press Association up to now. Up to now. But certain people recognizing Melly Mel as a reporter, y'all out y'all cotton picking minds. Got to be. Y'all gotta be crazy. You understand? So, again, just to remind y'all, the Guyana Human Rights Association, Red Thread, the Guyana Press Association, they're not civil societies. They're political operatives in disguise. These groups parrot opposition propaganda whilst pretending to be watchdogs. But their selective outrage exposes their hypocrisy. Look at the foolishness that happened during the 2020 elections. And when this guy, Timothy Jonas, was challenging Gordon Mosley, the rest of them jumped behind him. When they were saying, Gordon, you calling out, what going on? Remember Gordon pushing a certain agenda for himself. This is the lady that take cook up and planting chips as how to, boost economics in Guyana. The only plan. Sir, but other than that, is there no other long-term plan or initiative that the government is pushing forward to ensure that Guyanese on the lower end of things have an opportunity to uplift themselves? Just cook up and planting chips. She take cook up and planting chips and sit back down. And she is the president of the Press Association. We see she at Babu Jan. You see she had nothing, no event that the PVP have. But PNC activities, sanctioned activities, she there. She there. Nazima Raghubir pretend not to know who I am. When another journalist asks her about the AFC refusing to let me in press conferences, well, they now start back again. But currently, she has a hold on the Press Association. Hopefully, things will change in time. You understand? Now, the minister in his press statement stated that the PVP has always strengthened civil society, unlike the opposition. he noted that the PPPC doesn't just talk about democracy. They built it. In 1992, when the PPP restored democracy, he noted that they created a space through civil society, through civil society to thrive. The same space that these biased organizations now exploit to push opposition propaganda. Where was the GHRA, the minister questioned, when the PNC crushed democracy? Where was their voice when the rigging and the dictatorship ruled Guyana? And that's why I say selective outrage. Civil societies must be independent and not an opposition extension. The minister said civil societies must be non-partisan and not a political tool. The GHRA and others want to dedicate the national dictate the national conversation while dodging scrutiny of their own political biases. Silence by all these. Where was Red Thread during 2020? Where was GHRA? Where was the Press Association? Why the Press Association is still calling for the SOPs? I just see a video where the PNC said the President Ali was installed. So based on that, why haven't you presented your SOPs as yet to show us how or what is the basis of your rhetoric of installed? During the 2020 elections crisis, their silence proved their hypocrisy. They only care about democracy when it suits their political masters. Right? The minister noted that the PPP will not be bullied into ignoring hypocrisy. No organization gets a free pass to spread falsehoods. Just as civil society has a right to critique the government, political parties have a duty to expose deception. The PPP, the minister noted, will not be silent whilst biased actors try to undermine progress and mislead the public. The real question is, why do these NGOs fear scrutiny? And what are they trying to hide? As you know, we can't find out who's the members of the GHRA or anything as yet. We know nothing about them. The Press Association didn't really want to let in new media operatives or any media operative that may be associated with the government agencies, NCN, and those places. So even new journalists now find it hard to get accreditation because it's dependent on if the Press Association people them like you. So I'm happy that the minister spoke out against these organizations and the misinformation and the hypocrisy often displayed by them. Now, we got a minute left. I wanted to touch on this, but it looks like we got to do it fast and nasty. So I saw this here. Oh, Lord have mercy. This guy. Oh. Okay, just a second. So, the power of the people is stronger than any political machinery. When we stand together, we're unstoppable. That is what the people realized in 2020. That the power of the people was stronger than the coalition's political machinery, sir. That is why the people stood together and they were unstoppable when they removed the coalition government from office. You smiling buffoon. These flyers just trigger me because it's like, what are you really talking about? What are you really talking about? The people showed you their power when they removed y'all from government. You were a part of the last administration. You non-youth advisor on youth. Drinking up the rum and crashing up the Land Cruiser, the government Land Cruiser. Sue me if I line on you, Aubrey Norton. So yes, the people understand. They understand clearly that they are more powerful than the coalition because they removed the coalition. They came together as an unstoppable force and removed the coalition from government. Which the PNC led. Foolishness. Look at this other word. Let me wrap this up quick. Foolishness. Every young Guyanese deserves a future of opportunity, not one controlled by political favoritism and injustice. Could you believe this? Indeed, every young Guyanese deserves a future of opportunity, Aubrey Norton. But they should be able to determine that future. So they now don't have to worry about doing technical studies because they can't afford tertiary education because this administration made it free. This administration is allowing them to study at international universities for doctorates and masters and all sorts of degrees and certification. So the future that they deserve is being given to them by this Irfan Ali-led administration. You are right. They should not be controlled by political favoritism. So just like how y'all only used to send the minister them cheering to study, they don't want to be controlled by administrations that operate like that. Just like how Christopher Jones with the barbershop, Figgy with the piggy, and all these other people, they benefiting from the grants that the poorer, less fortunate supposed to benefit from. They don't want to be controlled by that kind of favoritism and injustice. You understand? They don't want to be controlled by that. And that's what you need to remember, Aubrey Norton. Complete waste. Entire PNC. Complete waste. Oh boy. I don't know how y'all do it with them, you know. I don't know how y'all just do it with them. Guys, I am out of here. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your Friday. Please be safe on the road this weekend. I am heading out to town, so I'll see you guys back on Monday. Look out for the man behind his emotions on Sunday. We're supposed to be starting another program as well. I ain't gonna comment on the rest. And as I usually say before I go, it's all about peace. It's all about love. It's all about one Guyana.
With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, bring your vibes you can feel. News, and what's hot today will keep you wired in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Time to feel the flow. Turn your dial to Livewire, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9.